All right, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Leos, what's going on with my beautiful Leos? We're going to go into third week of May. Third reading of the month for Leo situation, please. All right, guys, I do see an ending here with somebody, right? Could have been with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. This person could just, be very in their head. I do see them being available to you, but there was an ending and a betrayal. Now, you, Leo, have decided to just say, you know what? I'm going to skippity-doo-dah out of here and take a leap of faith without having anything lined up. But I think you're also stalking this person, their social media, trying to get more information, asking friends. Now, if this isn't you, then it can be flipped. They're doing this to you. But that is the general theme and concept. Now, remiss if I did not tell you this is in regards to a third-party situation. Others of you, this is you trying to get information at work. You're collaborating with a team, but I feel like someone there is trying to betray you, and you're taking some sort of calculated risk and leaving without having anything lined up. Interesting. We'll see more when we clarify, especially what the Fool is. But I feel like you're at this point right now in your life, Leo, where you have no shits left to give. You're just like, okay, I'm numb. I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to start moving on with my life because this can't stay the way that it is. What's coming in towards my Leos? Now, seeing as that some of you might be in a third-party situation, a lot of you are potentially moving forward with one person. And with that one person, you feel like it's the right fit. You feel like this is a person where you two are just this wonderful couple. If you don't feel this way, then they do. Because I see the 10 of Cups here. But the thing that makes it interesting is the Page of Cups in reverse. With the Page of Cups in reverse, it's saying there's a lack of communication, though. That the communication could be a little bit poor or weak and not forthcoming. You will eventually put all your cards on the table with this person. And when you do, the both of you will realize where you both stand with each other. Right? At least that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, because this person will eventually come speak to you heart to heart. It's going to upgrade in the sense of no more texting, none of this baby junior bullshit crap. They're going to come and say, let's talk face to face. I need to see you. And then this is when you realize that 5 cups are yours and 5 cups are theirs, and together you blend very happily. Now, maybe that risk was totally worth it. What is the surprise of the week here for Leos? This feels so different from last week's reading. I wonder if I'm reading for a different audience. Interesting. Queen of Swords. Okay. Whoever you met or whoever you're moving forward with, it seems and it feels, and it doesn't even feel like somebody old. It feels someone newish. It feels as if you two are not just mirroring each other, but you really truly are on the same frequency. It's like you're on the same radio station, right? Because this is the other person, the King of Swords, but here you are, the Queen of Swords. The only problem I see with this is you're not in your element. You're not in your fire zone. You're in your head. You lifted the sword. You're saying to yourself, do I put it down so I communicate? Do I analyze this? Should I be analytical? Should I just be grounded? What should I do? Or should I use my sword and cut this individual out? Because there is definitely somebody here that's making you happy. All right, because the Sun is here. But under that is an earth sign. There's multiple people here. This is somebody with stability. I feel as if somebody that's coming forward is the person that you've always wanted to come forward and now you're happy. But this requires you to end it with someone else, from what I'm gathering here. What is the advice here for Leo? Because this person's available to you, so I'm starting to suspect that this is you doing it. And you're saying, fuck it, I'm going to leave. Even if I have no one, but you end up with someone. I hope that makes sense. What is the advice here? Use your intuition, number one. Number two, you do need to resist some bullshit, some temptation, or a person or situation that isn't good for you. All right. You need to defend yourself and or resist something using that God-given intuition of yours. There's somebody here who is emotionally available, emotionally mature. This is your person. This is how you know the right direction and path to take. What is the outcome of the week, please? Yeah, I think you're about to leave something behind, Leo, because you're looking for stability and you're ready to rock and roll in that direction. But this also means something else crashes and burns for you. What is the outcome of the week here for Leo? What I just said 1 second ago. Something crashes and burns. The Tower. In your outcome. Tower doesn't come out lightly. All right? When this tower falls, you pick up the pieces and you slowly start to move forward day by day. You're dragging your feet because you're doing one of these things. Are they following me? Are they following me? Are they coming? Are they not coming? Let me tell you something. The reason you have a tower in your reading is because you were dealing with something that was nonsensical for you. Meaning, Spirit was like, Sandra is sitting in that fucked up job, getting fucked up results, and being treated like shit. She's going to sit there and tolerate it. We need to get her fired. So we put a fire under her ass so she could go somewhere else that's meant for her betterment and for her happiness. Because this ain't it. And it's the same thing with relationships. When someone is treating you like shit. When a friendship is treating you poorly, when you have a love ship treating you poorly, when you're in a situation and you're being treated poorly, Spirit gives you a tower moment because they see you tolerating it when you shouldn't, when you need to be moving on past it. Okay? Something beneath you, below you. So we will clarify in a little bit and see what's going on here. But I know that you will eventually retract your energy to make a wise choice because of this. So let's move it along and see what's going on here. What's going on with this Ten of Swords? And the King of Swords. So this is why in the middle of the week, you go into think mode. Thinking. So I truly believe from this individual, you try to make yourself single. You drop the axe, I believe, on this person. I don't know who you're stalking. Because you do have love for someone. You are in love here for someone. But you're dealing with more than just one person. So let's see what this Ten of Cups is talking about with the Page of Cups in reverse. Please clarify. I feel like when this person comes forward and you both start talking to each other about your feelings, you realize that you're like a perfect set. Yeah, this is somebody you have wish fulfillment and desire for. This is the thing that's making you super, super happy, what you wanted, what you needed. The only hesitation and or problem issue I see there for you, Leo, is you being worried about the future, not knowing what's going to happen. Get out of your head because you don't want this devil action taking over. All right? What is the Queen of Swords? Because that's what you're doing. You're going in your head to analyze something. yeah, you're struggling. You are resisting something or someone. I do see another fire sign back here like yourselves. This is chemistry. This is attraction. This is passion. There you are, Leo. I'm just curious to see what you're doing here. You're resisting. Okay. So if your head and your heart were fighting with each other, instead of trying to find that balance or that blend, you're letting one win over the other, okay? Because you're sitting there weighing your pros and cons. And moreover, you're resisting somebody or something because you're really truly looking at it from the angle of stability. Who's not going to leave? Who's going to stay? Who's going to be permanent? And that's it for you, right? And this is what you're looking at. Let's continue. And you're resisting anyone you think might be flaky, or maybe that you don't want to commit to or invest in. What is the Seven of Wands? The High Priestess. You do need to hang on to one particular individual, not let go. But you do need to defend yourself and or resist some shit here. What is the High Priestess telling, Leo? It's about somebody that you're trying to mentally disengage from anything that's flaky or casual or an affair that you might have been having or are having. All right, because I see you trying to manifest something for your future. But Spirit's like, don't fly away just quite yet. All right, don't go away, because there's something here where if you do defend yourself, this might all flip in your favor. What is the Tower here for, Leos, please? Once this Tower goes down, the burden on you goes away. Poof. You start weighing your pros and cons in regards to this. Some of you, this is a job. It is about a job. Whatever this heavy load or burden was, you're able to let it go. But you're still building skill. You still have transferable skills. You're still working on your craft, your hobbies, whatever it is, and you're weighing your pros and cons in regards to it. But there goes your problems when this Tower goes down, because you brought it up to light. You brought it up into the air. Do you know where you stand? No, not yet. Now, if this is in regards to love, you're weighing your pros and cons as to who to put effort in, but at least something is off your shoulders. Look at this. The Tower is the last card at the bottom of the deck, along with the last card of the weekly read. Because I really do see a passionate new beginning coming in, and I see you making a final judgment call and walking away from the thing that no longer emotionally serves you. You're just struggling to decide who or where to invest your future, which is very interesting to me. Let me see what we're going to read about for Leo in the extended, please. There's a honeymoon phase that you've been having with a particular individual. It is now over. Now we are to see what we're going to do from here on out afterwards. We're going to deep dive on this and clarify it and see what it's talking about. But let's see what the advice is also for Leos. Advice from the Wisdom House of Night, please. Playful. You just need to chill and flirt and have fun right now and not take anything else more seriously. Let's see what it's saying. My child, life is not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. No matter what you're asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor, smile, and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all the questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It's time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. So just sit back, enjoy, and chill. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I'll see you over at the extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.